Hi everybody, welcome to Monkey Island Madness. I'm filling in for Jean on this Thursday, and I get Jean just going, I don't want to do it today. I feel like that some days. So this is taped live over at Ustream TV, and there is a live audience that I'm yakking at. So I don't have a great plan, but I have some stuff that I was going to work on anyway this afternoon if I didn't lay down and take a nap. So let me see how I'll use this to straighten my camera and stuff. Um, Janice, we know her as BM Lilith, was kind enough, and I didn't ask, it just came out of the blue, which I thought was really thoughtful and nice. Sent me a postcard for my scavenger hunt from Kansas City, and it's beautiful. Someday I'm going to Kansas City and meet her. For real, I am. I think there's a couple of fibs up in Kansas City that I'd like to go meet. But anyway, before I get too far into this and forget, the other day I talked about that somebody had taken the scavenger hunt list and redone it and used my logo and my email and stuff like that, and it ended up on a Facebook group. And Galena or somebody told me they had seen it over there. Well, before that, I wasn't overly concerned about it. I had written her an email and said, like, I'm a little perplexed why you did this, and, just whatever. Well, anyway, I wrote, I sent her another email, and she wrote back and said that from her perception, she really felt like she was doing a good thing. And I believe that, you guys. And I said all along, I didn't think it was malicious. I just didn't get it. And then I got thinking about it, why had I reacted the way I had reacted? And you guys, honestly, one, I am hyper aware of security on the internet and, how much you put out there and whatever. And I'm very open with you guys. You guys know a lot about my life. You know a lot about the rat. You know a lot about everything. But I feel like we all know each other very, very well. And then when somebody new comes along, I'm always a little at arm's length. And I really think the reason for that is because of the troll that we had. I had very willingly let her in, given her my phone number, probably let her know far too much about my life outside of art and Ustream.
Attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
Hang on, I've got to take this.
Is attempting to reach.
Hi, I'm streaming. What's going on? Well, are you okay? Are you home? Oh, okay. So, okay. All right. Yeah. As soon as I'm done, I'll give you a call. Okay. You, all right. Well, you sound better today, so I'm happy about that. All right. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. My brother's in the hospital, so I've been really worried about him. Yeah, Jeannie. Oh, it was probably a year or more ago. There was a troll. And a couple of us had gotten sucked in, and this particular troll, I'll just quickly go through it, was very generous with all of us, wanted to be a part of the community, came on very eagerly, and I think we embraced her. And then she turned around and badmouthed us, lied, threatened to. She happened to live in the same city my sister lived in, knew where my sister lived, and we had, she had learned all that about me because I had told her, and threatened to involve my sister, and it just got too crazy. So I think that's why I'm like maybe hypersensitive or whatever. But to go back and I really think this girl, she did email me, and I feel a little bit bad now because I think I hurt her feelings a little bit, but I don't think she realizes that we all come at this from a different perspective. So Um, I do try and be cautious, and I feel bad that she ended up feeling bad. But when I sat and looked at, why did I respond the way I did? I think it was a little bit invasive, and I think she should have asked permission. And that my position on that will not change. If I'm going to put somebody's email out there in a public forum, I'm going to at least give them a heads up that, do you mind if I do this? How do you feel about this? Whatever, whatever. Um, but I really think that's why I reacted the way I did. So if you're watching, she probably isn't going to watch my YouTubes or anything anymore. But anyway, if you're watching, I hope we've smoothed it over, and that you don't go on feeling bad about the community, because she ended up saying that, we all present ourselves as being inclusive, and when in fact we're not. No, I want everybody to participate in the scavenger hunt. I want it to be fun for everybody, but I don't want my email just put out there for world consumption. It is on my YouTube channel, so you have to go to my YouTube channel, leave me a message, and then get back to me to even get that information. It's not like I just put it out there. I didn't put it on my Facebook page or anything. So that's my only point is, just be aware that I don't own the scavenger hunt. I just happen to organize it. It does belong to the community. And I don't care if you pass it on to your friends or whatever. But anyway, you guys know what I'm saying. But I think that's one of the reasons I reacted like I did, because I think that whole troll thing, it bothered me. It bothered me a lot, and it bothered me for a long time. And one other person that I'm aware of. Well, no, two other people. And I'm not going to give their names because it's not really important anymore. But yeah. Anyway, done deal. If you're watching, I'm sorry. I know you were just trying to be nice. So there you go. Hi, Joan. Hi, Ange. Hi, everybody who came in while I was doing that. Hi, Judy. It was kind of a crazy time, Judy, when that troll was going on. You designed all of my journals. Yeah, I don't feel guilty. I just wondered, because actually my response to it surprised me a little bit, Jeannie. Is why it is. I don't normally get my hackles up like that. Hi, Kat. So anyway, thank you, Janice, for sending me this. It is going in the scavenger hunt journal, and this is the one I did the other day. I don't particularly like my lettering. It's slanted all different ways. It's not, but to be honest, I was sitting on the couch doing this. If I like anything about this page at all, it's my border. I really like the border. So anyway, I put that across from the packaging for the pens, because I used one of the pens to do it. And I do love the, it's not here with me right now. Well, hey, I got one here. Still in its packaging. I did it with the Tombow Food Nasuki or something, whatever it's called, pen with the rubberized tip. Hi, Kia. Hi, Dee Dee. Oh, I'm filling in for Jean, Dee Dee. But anyway, I did do this lettering with this pen. The Tombow Food Nasuki, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't know. I'm probably just wrecking that whole name, but I need to learn to speak Japanese probably. But this is the blue one. This is the hard one. I actually did it with the black one. So I'm not proud of that lettering, but it's done. I mean, it is what it is, and that's what it looks like when you do it on the couch. So, yeah. And other than that, the only I still have to finish the Crayola. Oh, and then I started, you guys, we did that troll. Come out of there. Hang on just a second. I think I just ripped that page. If I did, I'll tear it out. Oh my gosh, what a pain. My little post-it stuck to this. I'm going to have to tear that page out. No big deal. Anyway, my little matchbook cover with the monster. I did go ahead. I'm going to probably do each page in it with a different Zentangle pattern. So I did one of those just to see. But I think I am going to go ahead and do that just for something to do on the couch. Oh, you're welcome, Dee Dee. When I got mine, no, Jean's fine. She just said she didn't feel arty today, and I had said earlier that I might come on and stream today, mostly because I wanted to talk about that deal with the scavenger hunt list, because I've been emailing with that girl back and forth the last couple days. So, yeah. So I don't mind coming on because I had a couple things to show, and I don't think I've done anything else in here since this page in honor of Denise. I might have, oh, I did start a candy page, and I'm going to work on that because Robert Vaughn ate some more candy yesterday. I don't know where the candy page is. We'll find it later. But anyway, Eileen, could you go to the restroom or something? Could you scram out of here for a minute? Because I have to show something, and I'm not sure I want to show it if you're here. Go visit the potty people, please. No, I had told her I was going to order this. I did go ahead. Some of you know Xander was kind enough to send me this platinum carbon ink pen. And you guys, I love this. I really like this pen. There's just something about the feel of it in your hand that feels really good. And I doodled with it that one day. And I started doing this page is done with this pen. And the ink smears a little bit on the paper because it's just rice paper, but I don't care. And I told Eileen I was going to do this, so I'm just begging Eileen. You bought things and I'm in lots of trouble. I know I am, Eileen. I know I'm in trouble. Please don't beat me, Mom. Please don't beat me. So I did go ahead and I bought the bottled carbon ink because when you get this pen, and I'm not necessarily encouraging anybody to buy it, but I'm just saying it comes with the carbon ink cartridge. So now, if I want, I can go ahead with the bottled ink and use a syringe and either refill this cartridge, or I can, because I ordered it, use the converter. Okay, and if you don't know how to use a converter, I'll show you quickly. I'm not going to do it, but you screw this onto the pen where the cartridge is. This screws in just like that cartridge, right? And then you dip the nib of the pen down into the ink, and this is attached to the pen, and then you screw this, and suction draws the ink up into this. So buying ink by the bottle is cheaper and, in my humble opinion, more convenient than having these cartridges all over the place. So I won't be buying cartridges for this. I'll be using the bottled ink. So my converter and my ink did come in, and I was happy because I got to get a hug from the hunky UPS guy. He's so damn cute, you guys. I happened to be going outside for something anyway, and he had just pulled up, so I walked up the driveway to meet him. And he just acted, I was happy to see him, and he just acted so happy to see me, so it was a fun day. And he said he was really, really glad Christmas is over, and I can't blame him. Okay, and because Paula got it, now this is the one you don't know about, Eileen, so go to the bathroom. I did go ahead and get the Lammy. I have other Lammies, but I did go ahead and get the Lammy with the 1.5 nib that that Paula ordered because I had not ever seen one of these before. And then when I picked up and held hers, I was like, oh, that will be my new favorite calligraphy pen. So I'm not sure that I'm going to buy the nib, the 1.5 nib, because that's going to be much like any other fountain pen that I have. No, you do not have to use the same brand ink. No, Eileen, I don't want to give that impression. I don't have the noodlers, but the thing about this carbon ink, it is absolutely fade proof, waterproof. So no, you do not have to use, and I can't read any of the instructions because they're all in Japanese. And if a packaging has Japanese writing on it, I have to buy it. I have to own it. But no, you do not have to use the same brand ink. You do not at all. But this is fade proof and waterproof. That's why after I tried it in this pen, I was like, I'm buying that carbon ink. It's real nice, and it's real nice and black. I mean, some black fountain pen inks are not really, really black. They come out as real dark gray, kind of. So, but this carbon ink in this ink is just as black can be. So, that's why I went ahead and ordered it. I have some other black ink that I'll continue to use in my other pens. You get a Jet Pens, Janet? Did I get this at Jet Pens? Oh, this shipped from somewhere else. I think I ordered it off of Amazon, but it shipped from somewhere else. I did not order this from Jet Pens. But, well, no, you guys already saw my Jet Pens order. I ordered the brush pen sampler. And then I haven't opened this. We're going to open it right now because it just came in the mail today. But this was on my same Amazon order. In the Jet Pen sampler, there's several of them, the brush pen samplers. One of the pens that I read a lot of reviews about them to see what people said, because I don't want to own them all. I want to own the ones that work well and that people really like. So this Kuretake brush pen, everybody who had it raved about it. So I thought, okay, it wasn't very expensive. I can order it. So I did order this as well. So it came separately today, the carbon ink. You get, the carbon ink, I did get that. Nope, that was a Amazon order. The carbon ink, this was an Amazon order. This and the converter both came from Amazon, as well as the converter for the Lamy. I have other converters for Lamys, but I bought this one to go with this pen. In fact, I should just put it in the box right now. Oh, my UPS guy is the cutest thing on earth. He really is. And I tell him that. He knows that because I tell him. He's come in and met you ladies. It all looks the same to you. I don't know. I'm going to use this packaging in my scavenger hunt journal too. The brush pens are definitely longer than, say, your regular fountain pen. And this one does have the real brush nib. It's not as fine as the Pentel, which isn't here because all my stuff is out on the couch because I was, yeah, you can see the bottle. You get quite a bit of ink. It's 60 cc's of ink. It's pretty big. But there's the bottle. Isn't it pretty? Who wouldn't want to own that? Just feels all nice. Yeah, Dee Dee, if you type in platinum carbon ink, you'll only get this. This is what will come up, the platinum carbon. But if you're going to order this, of course, you can use it with your dip pens too. That's the nice thing about bottled ink. You know, if I want to now, I can use this with dip pens. I can put it in any of my fountain pens. I can use it in my brush pens. That's why I order bottled ink, is because if you find a color, whatever you like, you can use it universally. Now, the only thing is, this is designed for fountain pens. but you can use it with, you know, a paintbrush, your dip pens, whatever. That's all inks are not created equal, and I've told you guys again and again, and I will continue to say it again and again. Do not put your acrylic inks in your fountain pens. Yeah, like the P.H. Martins or any of those. Don't put those in your fountain pens. Use those with your dip pens or a paintbrush or something that you can clean like right away, because if that acrylic dries in your pen, you are really going to hate yourself because you just ruined your pen. And they're not going to be real cleanable, I promise you. And these cartridges are real neat. Can you guys see all the little Japanese writings on there? I would love, love, love to go to a Japanese pen store. So, and when you put this in, you've got to push really hard. Do not be afraid. See, it's got one of those little steel balls in it. You have to shove this on there pretty darn good. So don't be afraid to do that. And I'm not going to probably buy the converter for this. I'll just refill these cartridges as needed. Okay, so I'll give this a minute to go ahead and let the ink start flowing. There it's coming. I see a little black. Oh, now I need paper. I'll just do it on the back of this. And that is all I bought, Eileen. I promise you. All right, I just watched Paul Antonio demo the Kiritaki Food 8. Wowza. You know, these real brush ones are going to take some serious getting used to, but look at how bold I can get with that. The upstroke is where I will have an issue. So yeah, this definitely feels different than the Pentel brush pen that I've got. They're just in my cart, Eileen. I haven't checked out. It's $38 worth of magicals. Inks are like all squares are rectangles, but all exactly, CB. She just put it perfectly. Inks are like all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. That is a perfect analogy. So before you put a pen or ink in your pen, just do your research. I just hate to see you wreck your pens. And you'd think, well, just because it's ink, it should work in your pens. Not necessarily true. The one thing about these is that transition when the bristles go around the edge. See how uneven that is? That's going to be a little tricky. And I'll have to watch some YouTubes about it. For practice, I might just go ahead and use the my uprights definitely need, just going to have to work on the pressure. But anyway, so I've got that to play with now too. But I'm done, Eileen. I'm done. That's all I'm buying. I promise. Until I order the magicals. No, I took the denim out of my cart because if I bought the 2018 shakers, Eileen, the denim was in it, so I didn't have to order it. So I took it out of my cart. Okie dokie. All right, and here's my Crayola that I drew the other day. I haven't cleaned it up at all, but I need to finish it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Here's the colors that are in that. I'm sure denim was one of them. Yeah, denim is one. And then the Grab a Guide Gold was also in there. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and get the whole kit and be done. Yeah, lift the pen between the strokes. Yeah, and I want to go watch that YouTube again, Lynn, with the girl who shows that. Yeah. It's going to be a learning curve for sure. I'm going to get out some colored pencils here and work on this. Get it done. That'll be a good one. I need my white. I still like, I mean, the white Prismacolor to me is still the best white pencil out there. I believe that. All right, looking for pencils. That one will be good. And then I want a dark one. This one might be fine. I bet the gold is really pretty. Yeah, you're supposed to lift, and I've got to learn that. I just got to learn it. So, and I didn't get a pencil sharpener out, and I'm going to need one. Let's see if I have one here. So, I did get a lot accomplished yesterday. I was real proud of my bad self. As you guys know, the rat is nearing the end of his treatment, right? He's got 1 week and 2 days left, not counting today because he's already gone today. And so it's time to find out what the next step in this whole process is, right? And I know it's bone marrow. We got to get a bone marrow biopsy. But when we had left Oklahoma City, I could have sworn they said that we would be going back there for the bone marrow biopsy. So I had called down there, I don't know, a couple days ago, and not heard anything back. And Robert's doctor here had said, yeah, I agree, go back to Oklahoma City for the bone marrow biopsy, which I was so not looking forward to doing. But if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do, right? And so I had been talking with the doctor down there's office, and she had the doctor, who Robert really liked, contact the doctor here. And as it turns out, I think we're going to get it done here, which tickles me. I'd just soon go ahead and get it done here. So that's all settled now. I don't know when, in fact, it's going to happen, but we are going to get it done here locally. And his doctor here will now be his primary oncologist. So I'm glad that we kind of got that resolved. That, I've been a week trying to get that kind of squared away, and it's done now. Oh, and another really good thing is we got his pick drawing again, so that was really good. Tickles me to death. So yeah, everything's going really good. I got a lot done yesterday, and so, yep. That's just rolling right along. When you say here, are you talking about Joplin? Yeah, I'm talking about Joplin. We use the little regional hospital in the closest town to us for the blood draws and stuff, but honestly, if I ever have anything bad happen, never take me to that hospital. Never. Unless it's to catch the helicopter to go to a larger facility. I don't have any faith in that hospital at all. Mostly because I took my dad there once. So yeah, I don't do anything in the hospital, the closest hospital to us. That's the one thing about aging is, do you make the decision to move to a larger community because of the hospital facilities, or do you just say, screw it, I'm just going to die out here in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, well, this has consumed so much of our lives the last 6, 8 months. I guess it's getting over 6 for sure now. That it's kind of nice to see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And I'm just coloring a light shadow here. So, yep, stuff is finally going to happen. And I really hope he doesn't need any more treatment. But we'll find out, right? And finally, we don't have ice on the roads, which is a good thing. The broad nib pen, no, the broad nib pen that I showed earlier um, was a Lamy Joy. It's a calligraphy pen. This one, is this the one you're talking about? That's a Lamy calligraphy pen. And you can buy different nibs for it, apparently. I thought, no, you have to buy a whole new pen. You can't switch that nib out. That's what when Paula was saying I need to buy the nib, I don't think you can switch out the nib. You have to just buy the entire pen. I might get out some, this is on real textured paper, so I may get out some mineral spirits and dissolve this. We'll just see. Yeah, no, that's a Lamy. Lamys are real popular. I mean, they're just a really, really popular fountain pen. They're inexpensive, but a little bit higher quality. I don't know how much you pay for them. Totally insane purchase. I didn't need it, right, Eileen? I so did not need it, but when I held Paula's, I was just like, oh, I want that pen. I'll donate all my other icky old pens to somebody else. If I have to give something up, I want the new Lamy. And I just have a hard time saying no to myself sometimes. And Robert never says no to me. He needs to. Say no, would you? And this paper was, I got it wet and it's wrinkled, but I don't care. It's going in the Scavenger Hunt journal. So anyway, I did invite that girl that did the scavenger hunt list. I did invite her to come to a live stream and told her that you guys would be so welcoming, and because she thinks we're all bunch of hypocrites. We say we're inclusive, but we're not. But I want to believe that we are a pretty friendly group and welcoming of everybody who comes. I didn't need it, Eileen. I'll be the first to admit that. It is a pretty color crayon, isn't it? The lettering, I need my butt kicked, but I did it in a big hurry, so it's all right. I am going to get the Gamsol out. Gamsol. I don't use Gamsol. Odorless mineral spirits. Now I'm just evening out the watercolor. And if I had wanted this to be absolutely perfect, you guys, I would have drawn it with a grid. But I just didn't see it as necessary. I think we are nice and welcoming. I kind of think so too, Jeannie. Yeah, the manuscript set is nice too. Anyway, water under the bridge, water under the bridge. And one thing she said was she compared us to a bunch of hoarders. And I should just read the email because her points were very well made, and she's obviously a very intelligent girl and has, great use of the language. And she made her points very well, but I think they were a little bit misplaced. Yeah. Hoarders? Us? Are you kidding? All right. That's probably enough shading on it. Oh, no, no, no. Not at all, Jeannie. None at all. I mean, it would, yeah, none. She was doing me a favor, which I guess if I put myself in her shoes, yes, in fact, she was trying to include the whole community. And so, yes. What the heck? I'm trying to open my mineral spirits here. How in the world did that get stuck like that? There we go. That is really weird, you guys. Look at it, it's got... What in the world did it do? I'm going to have to go out and get new mineral spirits, I think. Let me just see if it's going to work. I don't know what in the world, unless it got cold or something. Doesn't even... Oh, wrong bottle. Never mind. God. I was going to say, it's kind of like when I was making peanut brittle that time and the spoon melted and I wondered how that... I was using a white spoon and the spoon melted because to make candy you got to get it up to really, really high temperatures, and I wondered how the heck that marshmallow cream got in my peanut brittle. All right, this is going to work now. And I don't care if I go outside the lines because I'm cutting it out to go in the book anyway. So. Mineral Spirits makes it just as smooth can be. Takes away all your pencil marks, everything. The lazy man's way to shade. And this shadow that you're seeing over here, that is where the paper warped. When I glue it down, that'll go away. It's not hard, Karen, but yeah, just don't use a plastic spoon when you're stirring it after you put the baking soda in and you have to stir like crazy. Don't use a plastic spoon. That's my free advice. But it's really not hard. It's no harder than fudge or anything else. You think I'm drinking? Put it through the Zyron. Oh my God, here we go. Alright, I'll put it through the Zyron. Just remember to tell me which direction to put it, okay? Alright, I'm gonna check on my image real quick here and see where the highlight goes. I think I remember, but what the heck. Coffee. Why is it that my Kindle doesn't want to work? Am I using up too much of the broadband with Ustream? What the hell, I ain't waiting. If I remember right, there were like two shadows. They weren't right in the center of the crayon. Quick and dirty. Right side up, isn't that hard? I love to get her going. Alright, time to cut it out and get it glued in. I messed with it long enough. Sometime this week I've got to work on some art for Hope. I haven't decided what exactly I'm going to send Hope, but I got to work on something for Hope. I am the worst fussy cutter in the world, you guys. Could be my choice of scissors, huh? And I do have some Tim Holtz scissors. I could get them out. I have to hide them from the rat. Alright, we'll get out the Tim Holtz scissors. You guys think I should invest in a nice pair of scissors? I have to buy pens. I can't be wasting my money on scissors. There, we got a Crayola. Everyone has to replace their red-handled ones. I don't think so, Eileen. I don't think so. Alright, I'm getting out the Xyron because Eileen told me to. And I was going to do wrappers in the background. Maybe I will anyway. Get the little cutter bee scissors. If I was going to fussy cut a lot, I would, but I am not going to fussy cut a lot. Not ever. Not ever. Right side up. Right, Eileen? I'm doing this right. Correct? I better. Ooh, it just barely fits edge to edge. Look at that. I just turned that bad boy right into a sticker. Now I'm going to have to buy replacement for the crazy thing. Oh my gosh. Something else to order from Amazon. Alright, let me see. I'm not sure where I put... Alright, I think I'm going to sacrifice my small box of sniffer crayons. These have never been used. Well, from the looks of them, they've been used a little bit. It was nice and easy. And a glue stick would have been nice and easy too. Yay, Jen, I got it. Oh. Alright, and I'm going to look through here. I was thinking I would do like a whole page of actual Crayola backgrounds. Do I put him across from the monkey? What's on the back here? Yeah, I'll do that. It can be on this page. I just throw my stuff in there any which way. I don't care. There's no rhyme or reason. And it only costs $4 for one sticker. There you go, Lynn. You're reading my mind, girl. You're reading my mind. Let me see. I'll take it off the... going to see about taking these labels off. Eileen would say, put them in the Xyron. I'm not going to put them in the Xyron. Have the monkey sniffing crayons in honor of Dee Dee. All right, there's the crayon wrapper. Because I figure a sniffing box of crayons, they don't need wrappers, do they? I don't think. A lot of them are so close to the same color that I'm just going to go ahead and take all of them. I honestly think Mary and I bought these crayons for 24 cents at school time because Mary wanted them. So, Dee Dee, are you watching me do this, clutching your pearls, going, oh no, don't do that to your crayons. Hashtag use what you got. All right, on the monkey, I'll do a speech bubble. So be thinking about what the monkey's going to be saying. Come on. Can't get this one off. It doesn't want to come off. What the heck? The green one just doesn't want to come off the crayon. I don't know why. Maybe they put it on there when the crayon was still too hot or something. I don't know. But it's not peeling off easy like the rest of them do. Come on, come on. There we go. Now it's coming a little bit. Oh, there's a little rippage. Can't have rippage. I'm going to have this crap under my fingernails and everywhere else. Heat gun it for a second. That would have been an idea, Bran. And I'm cutting right down the seam. Or, oops, that one slipped. Kind of right down the seam. If they all are hard, that's exactly what I'm going to do. They're up in a cupboard that's on the outside wall of the house. So when you get in the cupboard, you can definitely feel the temperature difference. So I guess if it's hot in the, or cold in the winter, it would be hot as hell up there in the summer as well. I'm going to leave these crayons out because there's a page in my Wreck This journal that I need to do a crayon resist anyway, so. You think we can spare a few sniffers? Okay. Crayola surgery, I know. Oh, the things we will do. Yeah, I know if I want another box of 24 crayons, I can just go when they sell the school supplies and get a new one. I don't know what happened to Mary's box of crayons. I imagine it's still over there at her house somewhere. I should go over and tell Tammy I want the crayons. She did color with him, though. I did take a color book over. She did color with him a few times. It's all Eileen's fault. Everything is Eileen's fault. Are you kidding me? Of course. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need. A lot of them are the same color. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. The papers that they wrap them in are a lot the same color. The brown is a different color. Paula's haul was awesome, you guys. Oh, your aunt loves your family tree page? That's cool. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with mine. If it's going to be, if I'm really going to do like the, because I do have my family tree. But I'd like to do it like artistically with the, use an actual tree, you know? I'm going to have a whole box of naked crayons. They're naked. Hell, I don't know how I'm going to get these bad boys to lay flat. I guess, I don't know. I might just end up using them all. You never know, never know. Alright, so it's the back of this page. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just see. I am going to try heating them up and see if that makes it easier to uncurl them. Paula did a haul video this morning, and she said yes, she did record. She got some way cool stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to work. I don't know if I should. I'm going to line them up this way. Alright, I'll start at the inside and work my way out. You guys know me, I love everything uniform, so just get over it. Alright, I'm going to move that down to that first one. Alright, that'll work. Let's give it a go. And then I'll know how many I have to unfurl. Yeah, it was fun to see her get so much awesome stuff. And I would be getting all that awesome stuff if Eileen would just look the other way for a while. But no. Alright, I'm going to use my extreme glue stick, Eileen. Because I'm pretty sure I can't afford to do this in the Xyron. Alright, that one's going to work okay. So I guess it does work okay to heat them up, unfurl them. use a glue stick to put them down. Woot, woot, woot. This is the one that was wanting to tear, kind of. So I'm put it in the center back here. I should put it underneath where the crayon's going to appear. It'll be all right, though. Would a water spritzer help unfurl? Well, I mean, they're not using the greatest paper on this stuff, I'm sure. So this one definitely had, that may be why it did it. It had 2 layers. That's all right. We're going to make this work. Wonder if they all have 2 layers. If they all have 2 layers, I'm screwed. And I'm going to alternate the crayon logo as well. That's better. Better, better, better. What did he say? Fun Hall not going to be enabled into buying her watercolor books. Oh my God, I know. Dee Dee, they were so nice, but yeah, I'm not a watercolor person, so these all have 2 layers on them. I'm going to have to try and peel them apart, I guess. All right, that'll work. Whew. Think we got a plan now. I know, those watercolor books were really tempting, but I'm not going to get them. I didn't even go look at them. I really didn't. But they were very nice books. Very, very nice books. And desirable. I definitely wanted them. But I have a couple other books I want more. So scan and print if this doesn't work. Yeah, I see. I don't want to go to all. I mean, I appreciate that, Brendan. It is a good idea, but yeah, I'm not going to all that trouble. Yeah, if you take the, I didn't realize it was 2 layers, that they were double wrapped. If you take that second wrap off, they're fine, and they smush down real good, so not a problem. And I like fighting with the glue stick, so let them do this, Iron. What's the matter with you? You don't need a Xyron. 2 wrappers for the price of 1. Do I want the links? Oh my God, no, I do not want links. You guys want Eileen to come to Monkey Island and kick my butt, don't you? You're just waiting for it, you know, like it's not going to be a pay-per-view event. She's going to come here, she's going to kick my ass and go back to Boca and go out to her Amazon warehouse and make fun of me. Alright, that one I kind of ripped up, so I'm going to make sure it's up here in the middle where the crayon will cover it. Put a blue one in here. Most of them just peel apart real easy, no big deal. They were nice. You have enough watercolor, but you're not using. See, that's how I am, Dee Dee. I mean, in watching Jean, if I was ever going to want to learn watercolor, it's from watching Jean. I mean, she just makes it look like anybody can pick up watercolors and a brush and make fabulous art. It would not come out easy to me. I've never painted, never had any real desire to paint, but I love the way watercolor looks. So yeah, it's always something I think, oh, wouldn't that be fun to be able to do that? But I know it's not effortless. I mean, I don't know how much time Jean has put in watching YouTube artists and taking classes and doing whatever. But yeah, it would not be that effortless for me, I promise. Same with the brush lettering, but that's something I want to really put in the time and learn, so I will be doing that. Yeah, I saw you post that, Eileen, that they're looking at, is it for the entire headquarters, Eileen? I mean, they would move their entire headquarters to Miami? That would be awesome. You could just call them up and say, hey, have it ready for pickup in 10 or 15 minutes. I'm on my way over. Okay, this one I want this way. And there where I've got like a little white where I didn't cut straight, I'm not going to worry about that. I can go back in and fill that in later with Crayola. Duh. That one didn't want to come apart, so I just didn't even jack with it. I just glued the whole thing down. This one acts like it's not wanting to come apart either, so I'm going to just glue it down. Oh, okay, second one. All right. You're boycotting Amazon. That is the last thing I would do. I'll boycott the NFL. I'll boycott almost anything, but Amazon and UPS, I promise you, those are my lifesavers. I will never be boycotting those two companies, ever, 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 ever. They are my lifeline to the outside world. Just choosing my colors, what I want next. I don't want yellow there. I might have to cut a different color. I'm surprised that, of course, I've got the 24 count, so. And I get why they wouldn't print a gazillion different colors of the wrappers. You don't enjoy watercolor? Yeah, see, I don't know, because I've never really ever attempted to watercolor a picture. I never have. I use it like Dee Dee for backgrounds. I love it in the Beast for, you know, if I do a thought bubble or something and I want it colored in. I love it for that because then I can go in and work on top of it. Kind of like this Crayola, you know, just do the base color, the watercolor, whether it's the Jane Davenport or Neil Color 2s or whatever. Yeah, I like it for colorizing, but to actually paint a picture, never, ever will do that. I can't see myself. And my mother and her aunt, my sister-in-law, everybody, they can paint, do acrylics, whatever. I don't know. I just never have. I like pens too much. I'd rather draw. Or do silly stuff like this. I I've been able to go shop and get stuff the same day since the distribution center is right there. Well, Oklahoma would be probably the last, even though we're mid-continent. I mean, I would think that they would put a distribution center somewhere mid-continent. But yeah, we would be like the last place on earth that they would, I'm sure, put anything. But we sure could use the jobs down here. That's for sure. We have a lot of Walmart and Sam's down here in the area. And Tyson Foods and stuff like that. Lots of chicken farms down here. Headquarters will be complete headquarters, not a satellite office. The company. Wow. Oh my gosh. The competition for that has got to be incredible. New home for their entire headquarters. Wonder why they've decided to move, just out of curiosity, what the impetus for the move was. I am tickled to death about all these companies coming back to America, though, for manufacturing. Those are really, really the kind of jobs this country needs. So, whatever it takes, I'm tickled to death to see these companies reinvesting in America. Because that whole trickle down, you won't even believe the impact that will have top to bottom in this country. They went there because Miami is now in 10 cities. What? Are you wanting to say Amazon's now in 10 cities? But Miami is one city all by its own self. She's trying to trip me up. She is. Okay, this one acts like it's being a little pain in the butt, but here we go. You know what? If I'd known they had 2 layers, I could have left 1 layer on the crayon. Duh. Yeah, you know, you have to be happy to see that coming back to the U.S. and that people are getting jobs, and there's just no downside that I can see. Not that I'm an economist, but yeah, I can't see a downside to this, boys and girls. I'm liking my Crayola page. I'm going to have to unwrap a couple more, but for the most part, I'm going to put the yellow one down there. Oh, it's down to 10 cities. Okay, I get it. All right, I get it now, Eileen. Well, I'm pretty sure in Oklahoma City is not on that list. I wish it was, but I'm pretty sure it's not. They'll go to probably a large metropolitan area just because of the availability of workforce, and that makes sense. mean, honestly, I can see that people would move to get a job there. You can do it now. Yeah, in the future. What? My first streams, I was talking solo and only had 2 follows. Friends that watch, they said I talked too quiet. I sounded like a porn video. Well, you guys can hear okay, can't you? I can't follow all the chat because that one paragraph was big. All right, I think I've got it enough to finish. So exciting. All right, well, I'll put this one over here, or at the top. That's what I'll do. All right, so those 2 are those 2 for that edge. I'll put an orange one up here. Hi, Christy. Yeah, the talking at some point just becomes easy, and it helps if chat is active too, Galena. That's one thing I've recognized, that if people in chat are yakking and you can look over and kind of join in the conversation, that makes it easy too. And then sometimes if there's a lag, you've got to just make crap up. Just make it up as you go. Oh, okay, you're just asking advice. Yeah. Well, Dee Dee's here. She definitely can give the best advice about streaming. Done a lot of it. A lot. I'm going to break my pattern here a little bit, but I have the edge of that crayon. Is torn, or the package is torn, so. Sweet. All right. Actually, when I'm streaming, I'm always surprised how fast the time goes. Like, I look up at the clock and it's like, I've been on that long already? My mouth has been running that long? Wow. It would have taken 5 minutes if the crayons had been more cooperative. You'd think Eileen gets a commission off of the Xyron machine, right? Better yet, Google crayon wrappers and images. And then just print it off on your printer. This worked. Just think, I'll have all these great memories of hanging out with you guys cutting up crayon wrappers. I had actually thought I would sit and draw all that and color it. But I thought, nope, I don't want to devote that kind of time. I got other stuff I need to be doing. There you go, Kalina. That's an idea. Since she just yammers about them all the time, she ought to send everyone one. Make everybody's life easy. All right, now I'm going to pull this off the Xyron. It's leaving some of the sticky on there, which my glue stick would never have done that. All right, where's about the center of the page? Right in there. Normally I would measure this. I'm gonna 4.5, 2 1/4. Ah, look at that. I have a pretty darn good eyeball right there. There you go. The glued crayon wrappers are going to board shit line. Oh, okay. Rub it first so that won't happen? Okay. See, I need Xyron instructions. It didn't come with an instruction manual. Not that I would have read it anyway. Okay, now I'm liking my crayon page. I like my crayon page a lot. Okay, and I'm going to take a crayon and draw a shadow. Where's the black? Purple. There's the black. Get the ruler out. I did draw the big blue one, Allie. The other day, I drew it on stream. I was just killing time. So, I feel better now having used an actual crayon on the page. For real. You like the crayons? I like the crayons. Who doesn't love crayons? Crayons bring back good childhood memories, for me anyway. I remember in art class, of course we had our own crayons at our desk in our regular classroom, but when you went to the art room, you didn't have to take your own crayons. We did in later years, but initially we didn't. And you'd go to the art room, and there were just tubs, like great big tubs of just crayons. Oh, and again, like the smell and everything. It's kind of like, some people didn't like it, but I loved the smell of the kitchen or the school cafeteria. Thanks, Allie. Does the mineral spirits work on crayon? Well, shall we do a little experiment? They should, Lynn. I don't know that I've ever tried them, or if I did, I don't remember, so let's do a little experiment. Lynn asked, does the mineral spirits work on crayons? So let's give it a go. There's our big old fat crayon mark. Yes, they do, Lynn. The thing I would say is crayons probably don't have, say, as much pigment as Prismas or some of the higher end art supplies. But yeah, it worked just fine. And definitely smooths it out. This paper has a lot of textures, so there's a lot of hills and valleys. And when you put the odorless mineral spirits on it, of course it soaks right down into that, and it smooths out the whole thing. So yes. One thing I would say is it's not going to pick up all the wax, so writing on top of it or working on top of it is probably, but I'll test it here in a minute. Working on top of it is gonna, you're gonna have that wax, because I just can't imagine how you could get rid of all that wax. Yeah, it does smooth it out very nicely. Very, very nicely. And just by chance, I ended up picking up the same color as the pencil. There's the Prismacolor pencil in about that exact same color. So I'll spread it out, and we'll try and write on top of it here in a minute and see. I'll let it dry before I wreck my pens. But there we go. We've got a Crayola page. And most of the time when I use the mineral spirits, this is a big page, so I don't really mind. But most of the time when I use my mineral spirits, I'll use a Tortillion with it for small areas. Yep, I'll go ahead and smooth out this black since we're doing it anyway, and it will probably look better. Plus, then you can go ahead and pull it out to dark shadow to almost no shadow, so that's kind of nice. Okay, there we go. Page done. Woot. Thank you, Lynn. All right, I need to write my page number back on there. upside down. I don't care though if it's like with Crayola, it doesn't matter if it's upside down or not. But I was going to put the tip going up. So when you're working in your book, think about that. I don't care. This is fine. Holy crap, I got my pages all out of order. I take this book apart and put it back together all the time. Alright, so this is page number 26. You love the page? Aw, thanks you guys. Slowly, slowly, the pages are getting done. I'm going to like the whole journal when it's done, for sure. There's page 25. Page 22. Slide him back in here. It's getting kind of fun. The page is getting fun. Alright, we're going to put a thought bubble on the monkey right now. I'm going to go get the... I could just cut one, I guess. We're going to put a speech bubble or a thought bubble on the monkey. I'm going to pull out a little bit so you guys can see it. This is my ribbon with the pop tops on it, and it can go anywhere. But if you were here the other day, I just cut this monkey out. He doesn't go with any prompt, okay? I just liked him, and I couldn't leave him in the magazine by his own self, so I put him in here. And it just so happened when I cut it out, the words me and my world ended up there. Kind of, Dee Dee, I don't know if you were here the other day, how serendipitously, I can't pronounce that, serendipity, that would come out, me and my world with a monkey, because I live on Monkey Island, and I like monkeys. I ask Robert for a monkey at least once a week. Can we get a monkey? Can we get a monkey? Yeah. And you're asking, did it bleed? Did it bleed through? Did what bleed through? Oh, you mean the mineral spirits on the back, Dee Dee? Well, this is behind it. So I can't tell. But normally, no. And if it does bleed through, it's only temporary. The mineral spirits evaporates, and yeah, it's only temporary. The pigment itself does not bleed through, in my experience. So I need to add some more packaging to this page. So slowly, slowly, but I am going to add a thought bubble or a speech bubble, something about sniffing crayons. Yeah, this paper will be fine. How big do we want it? Do we want thought bubbles, or... I don't want to cover up me and my world up here. I really don't. No, you don't just cut it, man. You got to draw it, color it, print it, drill it, and then get the Xyron out. I hear you, man. Some of it I need to do that too, Bren, because I did find, I ended up not putting it on the list, but on Jonna and Darcy's, they had something you found on the street. And the other day when I went to treatment with Robert, I opened up the car door and look what was laying on the in the parking lot at my feet. And I thought, oh, that would perfect for the scavenger hunt. And it's like, oh, I didn't leave that on the list. But then I thought, I'm going to pick it up and put it on the red page anyway. And I started the red page. I just haven't gotten very far on it. But yeah, this will go on the red page. And then on the blue page, look at this. This bow is so pretty. So it's going to go on the blue page, but yeah, I don't want to put them in yet. Why would I completely ban you, Jeannie? Are you kidding? You make me laugh so hard. Okay, bye, Dee Dee. All right, so let's think about the speech bubble or the thought bubble. I don't want it too big, and it has to say something about sniffing crayons. I'll use my new pen. But I don't want it too big. Can you guys see? What do we want the monkey saying about sniffing crayons? All right. What do we want him saying about sniffing crayons? Fell off one of the sock monkeys. Yeah, if the monkey's neck was showing, I'll figure out the perfect place for it. The blue bow is definitely, well, no, they're going on their colored pages. I ended up liking this washi page a lot, too. This came out way better than I expected. Hi, Carrie Ann. Have you sniffed your crayons? Get high, sniff crayons. Have you sniffed your crayons today? I like that. See, I was thinking something like, nothing better than a whiff of crayon. Crayons smell better than my butt. CP, I think that's it. Only CB, I'm gonna change it rather than say crayons smell better than my butt. I think I'm gonna put crayons smell better than your butt. I sniff, therefore I am. These are all really good. I need to write all of them down. Maybe do, you know what? We could do a tip-in of all the different crayon sayings. I sniff, therefore I am. Colors smell good. How did you know that I was going to love CB's? I like Judy's too. I sniff, therefore I am. I like that one too. Oh, it definitely is Crayola. Crayons are not created equal, Bren, for sure. Let me see. I have to go back. Why am I not surprised that Galena said I can smell the color purple? Another one would be got crayons. Question mark, you know, like the got milk? Have you sniffed your crayons? Today I wrote that one down. Yeah, what would you do for a crayon? Snort crayons. Yeah, I'll practice my lettering and do those. You didn't say it? Who said purple? I just looked up and thought that was automatically you. What would you do for a crayon? This is one of those things, like if Denise saw this, oh, Monique said about the color purple. How can you not love anything with the word but in it? I agree, Lynn, because that is my 12-year-old boy mentality coming out, flying on crayon fumes. That's funny, too. I wish we could get the airplane on this page. Yeah, because, like, Shitterline, that makes me laugh every time. I mean, that's like a 12-year-old boy mentality. My kind of crack. There you go. My kind of crack. Crazy for crayons. That's another good one. All right. I'm going to have to do all these as a tip-in. But the one that's going on the page is crayons smell better than your butt. Have you had your crayons today? I like when we do the interactive stuff like this. Like some of my favorite streams, honestly, have been when we did the zines for Dee Dee and Ange, where it was like a group effort and you guys were spewing out ideas. Because it's funny how you put a group of people and present them with a problem, you'll get so many different answers. Have you had your crayon today? This is not a banana. You know where that one goes. I don't know if you guys watched or saw Eileen's tweet yesterday where she did the DigiArt. She wishes it would get warm. And then later on in the day, she added a young man to it. That one needs the saying, "This is not a banana." Janet watches this. I'm sure Crayon High is an American animated television for Cartoon Network. It follows the lives of 7 anthropomorphic crayons named Blue, Green, Yellow who graduate from middle school, advance to Crayola High. The series premiered. Oh my god. Okay, got it, Lynn. Okay. I want a pen that is bold enough. I want the 8, I think. There's the 8. No, that's funny. I'm sorry. Not the brightest crayon in the box. That's another good one. How did you know I would love the banana too? Because you know me, Lynn. You know that I have the mentality of a 12-year-old boy. You get that about me. Like, you totally get that. I don't know. Life is short. Laugh. Actually, I would really rather cut this with an X-Acto knife. I wish you did a banana page next to me. No, it really is. It's the mentality of a 12-year-old boy, Lynn. That's the problem. But when you live with brothers, 5 brothers, and then you have 5 boys, probably you are a little demented, and the things you find are funny are a little twisted as well. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I blame it on the boys. Only now I can blame a lot on Eileen too, but yeah. Pretty much everything in my life is because I had brothers and raised boys. Because you know what 12-year-old boys think are funny? I mean, hi Fiona! This show may not be suitable for young children or mature adults. If you're an immature boy, this is where you need to be hanging out. Now you can see why I hate fussy cutting. I'd rather do this than fussy cut, honestly. I'm not kidding you. If it's a straight line, I love it. If it's anything other than a straight line, I hate it. You were an only child. Okay, explain you? I don't know. I can't explain that, Lynn. I can't explain that. But that may be why we get along, because my mother was an only child. Robert Vaughn is an only child. I do well with only children. Just cleaning up the edges. That's another neat thing about these pens. Hadn't even thought about that. Did you like being an only child, Lynn? My mother hated it. Robert hated it. Mary was an only child. Allie's also an only child. Okay, Button has a 12-year-old child, so 12-year-old boy, she gets it. I don't know. I don't think that there's anything better on earth, honestly, than an 8-year-old boy. 8-year-old boys are still so innocent and so sweet. I just love me a 12-year-old boy, or an 8-year-old boy. They'll still sit on your lap. All right. No, I want it over here, I think. You were an only child, but you have a brother. Karen, this is the Kuretake number 8 brush pen. I just got it. And so I can't really say much about it other than it does have the real brush bristles, and it is a fountain pen. And I ordered it from Amazon. Yeah, I think I'm going to like it. He is 16 years older than me, and by the time I was... Oh, okay, so he's way, way older than you. So yeah, you were raised much like an only child. Okay, you see, that was my mother, Lynn. She grew up wanting an absolute house full of kids. So that's why we had a lot of kids in my family. My mother really, really, really wanted a lot of kids. So we had a house full. All right, real quick before I obliterate it. Let's try writing on the wax. I'm going to do it with the fountain pen ink. Yeah, you can tell it's a waxy. So keep that in mind. On the Prismacolor, I'll hold it up so you can see the difference. But something about probably the quality of the wax would be my thinking. But on the crayon, that ink is just sitting there on top. It's not going in at all. Oh, it's not a speech bubble. It's a thought bubble. So I'm going to make the circles coming out of his head next. You know, where the circles get smaller and smaller. I do the pointy thing on a speech bubble and the circles on a thought bubble. It might be easier to draw the circles. You know what? It will be. Let's try that. I think I'm going to draw the circles on there and color them in with white. I think it'll be easier than cutting out and gluing those on. So I have to decide where I want this. Here's where I need sticker paper and a punch. I don't have... I do have punches, and I have other ways to do this, but I think I'm just going to draw it on. And I have sticker paper as well, but I think I'm just going to do it with a white pen. Hopefully this will work. Need some of that. Oh, I don't know if it was on Twitter or where it was, but I saw some white ink for touch-up. I think it was Kuretake made it. And I thought, wow, maybe I need some of that. And these don't have to be perfect, honestly. This is just really a joke at this point. And I'll go over with a second coat. I missed what you said about writing on top of mineral spirits, pencils versus crayon. The crayon, Lynn, the ink just kind of sat on top. Where on the Prismas, it just made a better image. And now, see, I can still smudge that. Where on the Prismas, it's going to stay put. So it's probably the difference in the kind of wax that was used in each one. That's my guess. So if you're going to work on top of it, yeah, Crayola is not probably a great. But if all you want is pigment, I would say there's absolutely nothing wrong with that pigment. If you're going to be gluing on top of it, probably just not writing. There we go. There's something wrong with me. I do have some Chinese white that I can clean these up with if I want later too. Or even just white acrylic paint would work, so I won't spend any more time on it. I'll clean it up later if I feel like it. If I don't, who cares? I can hear Eileen in the back of my head going, "Better do this, Iron!" Looks like he has an earring in his eyebrow. Those don't look like speech bubble or thought bubble circles. There you go. It's glued down. It ain't going nowhere now. We cannot change our minds. Done deal. All right, now this might qualify for the most unusual thing, right? Put some glitter in them. I don't even have any glitter, I don't think. That might qualify now as one of the prompts. Let me go look. I think there's one. That could qualify as quote that I love. Let me see. Yeah, that might qualify as something unusual. Yeah, your choice. I think that's what it's going to be. Something unusual, your choice. Page 27. I might find something fun for that, though, too. All right, I do like the Crayola page, though. I do. All right, let's see what else is laying around here. And I'll use this for my lettering practice and probably put a tip in. I'm not sure. Maybe down here, half the page or something. Or maybe the whole page. Hell, I don't know. All right, next thing I'm going to go ahead. I'm tired of these candy wrappers sitting here. We're going to do them. Here it is. There's my candy wrapper page. Put it this way so you guys can see it. You can tell Reese's and Hershey chocolate. Oh no, Karen, you need to go get another roll of washi tape. You need to get the one you need. That's it. Oh no, Teresa. Yeah, I did this yesterday to my sweatshirt with fountain pen ink, and it's the platinum, so it's not coming out. Oh well. Yeah, I think so too. The me, my world is perfect above the thought bubble. I think so too. Because that's pretty much what it's about. Alright, Alright, here's another Reese's. Another Reese's. I don't know why this is a different Reese's than that one. And then this is going to go on the red page. But I thought I would use these two, but I got to clean them up. It is, Karen. Yeah, it is. It will be, you'll find it in a 10-pack for sure. Either that or the great big giant boxes. I'm sure one of those would also have what you need. But no worries, because you'll use it. A fist-sized hole where you set yourself on fire. I'm not even sure if I want to know, Mac. Oh my gosh, that sounds dangerous. In the bed? Yeah, that sounds just dangerous. Don't mess with matches on the bed. Alright, I'm taking the chocolate out of the little Reese's peanut butter cup holder. Alright. I wish I had other kind of candy wrappers, but this is pretty much it. I don't eat a lot of candy. Oh, you know what kind of candy I do eat that I love? Oh, peanut M&Ms. Maybe I could take them out of their bag and use the bag. Duh. And I'm going to have to hide those from the rat too, you guys. I like sharing, kind of, sometimes. But yeah, I had my my coffee M&Ms out on the couch where I like to sit and draw and eat. And the last 2 nights, he's come in there and eaten like whole handfuls of them. And it's like, dude, don't eat my candy. But how can you say, dude, don't eat my candy? That's rude, isn't it? But I wouldn't eat his damn licorice. Don't even like licorice. And I didn't do anything about this spacing, you guys. When I just started laying this out and doing it symmetrical, because you know me, I like symmetrical. Look at how that ended up. I did not plan that at all. It just happened that way. Brand new, super fluffy, lovely favorite jumper. Oh, no. You're eating some so you can get the wrapper? I think that is a great plan. Okay, I think I'm going to do this much like I did. I think I may need... Oh, you know what? I can do this. I can cut it in half because I'm about done with this too. But I'll keep just adding to this too. Yeah, I just had to go and mention the coffee nut M&Ms. I'm going to go, I think, into town tomorrow, and hopefully they'll have them in again. And Eileen can't say anything about the money spent at the Walmarts. She just can't. Oh, now see, this one's not going to line up as perfectly. I should have measured it, but I didn't. Oh, well. Well, the thing is, yeah, we have our own candies. He eats far more candy than I do. But that's what I thought, that I could leave the coffee nut M&Ms out, and he would recognize that those are clearly not his, and he ought to keep his grubby mitts off. Apparently not the case. So now I feel like I'm going to have to hide them and tell him I ate them all. That's so wrong. It's so wrong. I don't really care. If I could get them on any street corner, that would be different. But those are hard to find. But yeah, if I could just pick them up anywhere, hell, eat them. I actually did find mine at the Walmarts. I did. Somebody had said that they have them at Walgreens, and I was going to stop at the Walgreens. We have one. It's not a very large Walgreens in town, but I thought, well, I'll go ahead and stop there. But then I found them at the Walmarts. So, exactly, Allie. He just doesn't recognize limits. That's it. That is not your candy stash. That is mine. Alright, that's good. I can deal with that. And then I'll add the little paper things. Okay, coolio. Yeah, and you can ask the Walmart guy to order you some. Yes, they will do that as well. I hadn't resorted to that. I don't like the manager at my local Walmarts. But that was going to be my last resort, Lynn, that I would just go in and ask him to do something nice for me. Allie, you're brilliant. When you get married, you are going to be all over it, man. Allie said, put the M&Ms in a container or disguise it as something he doesn't like, and he'll leave him alone. The girl understands marriage already. And I'm not even married. But that makes me sound like a real snake, that I would have something so yummy as that and not want to share it. For real. What kind of scum are you, girl? The kind of scum that doesn't like to share. There you go, Karen. M&M's a great way to learn to like coffee. I don't know how you could not like coffee. Oh my God, I like coffee anything. I like coffee ice. I like coffee. I like coffee ice cream. I like coffee M&Ms. I haven't had. Robert actually does buy those coffee flavored Werthers. But I haven't tried them. I'm not a huge hard candy person. But this page will just keep evolving as more candy wrappers appear. I might go get that coffee M&M though. Alright, and I thought I had another Kisses thing running around. Apparently not. Bummer. Because the thing I really like about this is the little Kisses runners. And even if I have to unwrap Kisses to get those out of there, I will. M&M, yep, they have a mint flavor now, and I saw the strawberry ones the other day. I was tempted to pick them up. I really was. I was really, really tempted to pick up the strawberry M&Ms. But I thought, well, that's just kind of gluttony. To take all the good ones and leave nothing for anybody else in the store. But yep, I saw new flavors the other day. And they had caramel almond or something. There were some really different flavors of M&M. M&M has definitely stepped up their game. You should try them. They are very coffee-y. You think the Werthers are, Kimberly? Because Robert likes them. I think he actually has a pack over there. I haven't even looked at them. But the red from the Hershey Kisses, I'm going to put that on the red page. But these I'll put on... Man, I'm going to cut these in half, actually. Yeah, they had pretzel ones. Yeah, I was shocked. Well, and I was pissed off is what I was. Because my Walmart is terrible about moving things around. Like, just when you get used to things being in a certain spot, they move it. It's not there anymore. So they moved, like, the entire candy aisle to the front of the store. Well, I had been walking up and down, and where the candy used to be is now the seasonal aisle. So there was a bunch of candy in there, but it was all Valentine's Day candy. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm walking back and forth, and I thought, where would they move the candy just to put this Valentine's junk up? Which was up the day after Christmas. Thank you for noticing. Finally, I had to ask somebody, oh, it's right up by the registers now. But they had new stuff, I have to say that. And they moved the craft stuff again. Yeah, they're moving stuff every time I go in there. Drives me crazy. All right. That goes on the red page. I'm not sure what I want to do with these. You know what I really wish I had was some of CB's Heat Bar wrappers. Yum, yum. But I'm out. Don't have any. I think I ate all those before Christmas, actually. Alright, so this would go up on this side. You ate all yours? Yep, I ate all mine too. I think Robert might have found them too, though, if I'm being honest, because I don't think I ate them all. I think he helped. That's one thing I have to say. Since he's been on this arsenic, his appetite is so weird. Like, he wants to eat constantly. And used to be, he was not that big of a sweet person or salty. But now, if it's sweet or salty, you cannot keep it in the house. He is all over it. So I don't know what that's about. But yeah, he's put on weight. He needs to stop. Heath Bar is your favorite? Yeah, I love Heath Bar too. And I hadn't, until CB said that not very long ago, I had not had or thought of a Heath Bar in forever. And she said Heath Bar, and I was just like, OMG, I need one. I've got to have one right now. So I went and got some Heath Bars. They didn't last long. I'm covering up the red. I don't like the red on these pages, so that's when I decided to do the red papers on the red page. All right. Candy page coming right along. I like doing this kind of collage. Just like this one's symmetrical. This makes me happy. And how long have I been on? Probably far too long. I've been on 2.5 hours already. Are you kidding me? I have to come up with a good dinner tonight, too. Alright, that's all the candy wrappers I have for that page. And I'm going to stick this red one down real quick. But that one's just, however it falls is how it goes. I'll glue all the red stuff on top of all the red aluminum. Did Eileen faint because I've been using this glue stick so much? Is that her problem? She's just fainted? Oh, and I don't know if I showed you guys, I did finish the postage page. I mean, it was for the most part done. But I did go ahead and add the Forever up here and the USA down here and put the rest of the stamps on. So my postage page is done now. I'll pull out so you can see the whole thing. That got done. Oh, spaghetti sounds good. If I get that going in the next... Oh, I suppose if I get it going by 3, I could have it. You're ignoring the glue. Pizza night is tomorrow here. Robert won't like it, though. He's not crazy about pizza either, but pizza or spaghetti sounds good to me. All right, what next? That goes in page 13. So it's slowly coming together, and I'm liking it more and more every time I work in it. I have to say that. CB's pages are awesome, the one she's posted. Eileen, are you even doing it? Or you just did the one you wanted and you quit now? I need to find some more company logos. I got another business reply envelope I got to do. Where do I want to put my tip in of Kansas City? I don't know. I think I'm going to hang on to this. I want it to go in just the right place. I love this page. I'm real happy with the Crayola page now. Can you see that? There's that spread. I probably will put this back here. I like this. Yeah, spaghetti does sound good. You're having pescetti tonight too? All right, I'll make pescetti. Oh, that would be a cool idea, Karen. I like that idea, hiding a postage stamp. Actually, hiding something will be on the next list. Biscotti, I think all kids at some point called it biscotti. I like the Zentangle page. So far, I'm pretty happy with all the pages. I've got a lot of pages to fill up. Ugh. I might have put too many pages in this damn book. I'll just keep gluing stuff in, though, so no worries there. Yeah, I think I'll save that. Oh, there's another candy, but I don't think I'm going to include it. I bought the Belgian chocolates. Yum, yum. I haven't had many, though. And he can go in here. Well, here, I'll put him separate because I will keep doing the Zentangle patterns in him. You did 3 pages? Well, yay you, Eileen. Which ones? Have you posted them? Have I seen them all? And I saved this foil stuff. At the end of the project, I will go back and throw all this junk away. But until I'm done with this glue nonsense, I've been saving it in this pocket up here. And then if I need something to fill in or whatever, I've got a bunch of junk up here in this pocket to put in there. So that was pretty much all I had planned to do. This I've got to use my lettering for. And Robert got some junk mail today that was kind of fancy, and I thought, oh, I would like to put that in my book. So oh, you just added a new page? I almost wish I had not. You posted them? Okay, so I've seen them probably then. But I think that's all I really had planned, you guys. I've got packaging to put in. I should just go ahead and figure out how I want to do that because I want to use my platinum pen packaging because I love, love, love the Japanese and I hate to throw it away. Why won't you come out? This is going to be a pain because I don't know if I'll end up using this or not because by the time I tear this off it looks ugly. But that I definitely like. You saving things and he's confused. You're on a crafting sabbatical. Why do you need the top of my pen? I hear you. That's kind of cool, Karen, don't you think, though? That it's turning into an art journal rather than just a glue book? I think it is. It means you're really taking it to heart and you're getting really creative with it. So I love that. That was kind of the whole idea. So, all right, I'm going to shut off the recording. Thanks for coming and watching. And I don't know if anybody else is going to stream, but that was all I thought I would do today. I'm going to make some spaghetti for dinner. I'm glad we talked about that because that actually sounds really good and really easy because I already have the meatballs made. And I'm cleaning my computer. So if you've watched on YouTube, thanks for watching.